this next bit of Israel is just a couple places that were visited. Forgive me, I lost a bunch of the video for it, so it's just going to have to be mostly pictures. This place was Caesarea or whatnot. Basically, it's a Roman port, very well maintained. Was built like right around 0 BC, and they kind of explain how stoneworking was absolutely crucial to the Middle East area because they don't have a whole lot of trees, so timber wasn't a big thing. In fact, it's just because of mistranslation that Jesus is known as a carpenter. He's known as a handyman, and a handyman in the Middle East would have been a mason, not a carpenter. When you get to Greece and Italy, yeah, the handyman would have been known as a carpenter. Now, if you just look around, all the different things, it's very well maintained. It was abandoned, I want to say after an earthquake. Most of these places were. It happened to be right by the sea, so it was swallowed by the desert. It was known for opulence and a lot of trade that kind of went in through here. Again, this is the center of trade, and where there's a lot of trade, there's a lot of wealth, and this is where these people would live. Now, there's been some restoring, obviously, to it, and they're continuing to go and restore it. And it's a nice little destination for a day trip. The one thing I would point out in this area is they have a half-mile long chariot race, like a chariot track. Half mile in one direction, half mile back. I actually walked it, talking about it, so that people could see how long it was. The picture's here. That's why I was really looking for the video. I really wanted to get that video. Hopefully I'll find it some point. Oh, I'm going to be upset if I can't find it, but it was here. Obviously for entertainment purposes. The next place is a place called Tel Magiddo. This is actually where Armageddon comes from. Here you learn it's a city that's basically sits on a plateau overlooking a valley. And the valley itself was very important because it was a huge trade route. Now itself has been recovered, and they're still excavating. They need to go down, and it's just actually a city that's been built on top of other cities as they've been conquered, because it was such a strategic point because it guarded the main trade route. It had the advantage of all that. So you just kind of look at it. That's actually where the term Armageddon comes from. That field out there that you can see there is actually the most important field, because that's where the trade route would kind of go through. And this city was perched upon it, and this was the most important trade route of old Israel, of old whatever you want to call this, canon or whatnot. So they thought this would be the most strategic place that needed to be fought for. So Armageddon would be the basically the Battle of Armageddon, which eventually came into Armageddon. So that's actually where the term comes from, and that's where supposedly this is where the final battle is going to be fought in the scriptures for it. The reason why this can be so well maintained and it's hard to take is because it actually has an underground water source, which makes it hard to siege, because they can continually get water even if there's in a drought. You can see here, as you kind of go down through it, they actually allow you to show you how they had tunneled down to a fresh spring that was actually bubbling up, which allowed the town and the city to get fresh water, making it just that much difficult to actually take the town. So these were just two places. Again, I misplaced my video. I wish I could find it. I've been searching all over my computer and through anything. I don't know where it is. All right, bye.